हमारे चैनल हेड बृजमोहन सिंह रघुवंशी ने रूस के रेस्टोरेंट में लोगों से बातचीत की और यहाँ रूस के लोगों में भारतीय खाने की धूम देखी गई और इस दौरान उन्होंने क्या कुछ कहा, आइए आपको सुनाते हैं।
तो नमस्कार, आपका स्वागत है। जी हाँ, मॉस्को यात्रा में आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी कल ऑस्ट्रिया जा चुके हैं और आज उनकी ऑस्ट्रिया में बैठक थी। जब उनके 2 दिवसीय दौरे के बाद से हमने सोचा थोड़ा मॉस्को को भी एक्सप्लोर किया जाए और हमने क्या पाया, देखिए यहाँ पे एक रेस्टोरेंट में जब हम आते हैं तो भगवान भोलेनाथ, माँ लक्ष्मी और भगवान श्री गणेश को हम यहाँ पाते हैं। इसको देखकर ही हमको लगा कि ये कोई क्या है, ये आखिरकार यहाँ पे कोई इसके ओनर या इसके जो ये रेस्टोरेंट है इसको कहीं ना कोई हिंदुस्तानी चला रहा होगा। नहीं, आप गलत हैं, हिंदुस्तानी नहीं, आप इनसे मिलिए। ये है इस रेस्टोरेंट की मालकिन और पहली बार ये हमें समझना पड़ेगा कि एक जो कि रशिया से ताल्लुक रखती हैं, रशियन नागरिक हैं और इन्होंने एक इंडियन रेस्टोरेंट खोला। मैम, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग टू अस टू आवर चैनल एंड दिस इज फॉर द व्यूअर्स ऑफ माय इंडिया। दिस इज अ ग्रेट थिंग व्हिच वी फाउंड in Russia. We are seeing an restaurant which has been owned by a Russian. So how did it so? And definitely we want to see your restaurant also. So first we would like to know, how did you just thought of this opening this Indian restaurant?
Thank you so much. I'm very happy that I opened this restaurant because it's my touch with one of the ancient culture in the world, and during last 5,000 years this culture lives, and in some times it didn't change. That's why I really love and fond of it, and we opened this project this restaurant as a cultural project also, because we opened here the first Hindi speaking club, and we have got Hindi speaking lessons here, and it's open. And we have got Indian staff here, and it's very important because our aim is to present Indian cuisine as it is, and we want people to talk with Indians, to have touch with this culture. This is very important.
Definitely, the way she's saying and the motive behind this opening this restaurant is fabulous, I would say. And definitely now I will request ma'am to just show your restaurant. What is this about? What are the specialities of your restaurant? This is a very spacious place I'm seeing over here. I would just tell my bureau head just to see. This is an open restaurant. Normally you can see in foreign countries what we see, that जो रेस्टोरेंट हमारे होते हैं, जो खास तौर से वहाँ के होते हैं, वो बहुत ज़्यादा तंग गलियों के सामने या रोड्स पे होते हैं। लेकिन आप ये रेस्टोरेंट देखिए, ये भारतीय रेस्टोरेंट कितनी खूबसूरत तरीके से उन्होंने बनाया है। ऐसा लग रहा है कि ये आप सच में आप हिंदुस्तान में हैं। इट सीम्स दैट यू आर इन इंडिया। मैं अंग्रेजी में इसलिए अनुवाद कर रहा हूं क्योंकि जो हमारे साथ हैं इन्हें समझना पड़ेगा कि हम जो बोल रहे हैं वो कहीं ऐसा ना हो इनके खिलाफ कुछ बोल रहे हो। और आप देखिए कितनी खूबसूरती है यहाँ पे, ये पिक्चर्स लगाई गई हैं। सो मैम, हाउ डिड यू जस्ट थॉट ऑफ बेसिकली फॉर सम पिक्चर्स, बिकॉज आई एम सीइंग वुमेन इन साड़ी ओवर देयर एंड दिस इज इंडियन ट्रेडिशन एक्चुअली. So how did you just thought of this Indian tradition? Because normally in India now, the people are getting westernized now. And you in Russia are just, you're exploring our Indian tradition. That is so lovely. So how did you think of?
These pictures are made by Shanti Kushwaha. She is a Russian and Indian artist. She is half Russian and half Indian. She spent half of her life in India. So it's very important for her soul to express the Indian traditions, but in Surikov's 19th century style of painting.
Ma'am, we will definitely move towards, and I'm seeing that this is you have a cashier. So she's in Russian, or she's from which country?
She is Russian, but our sub here.
Oh, she's saying namaste, and we have other Indian people also over here. तो कैसे आप यहाँ पे एक रशियन ओनर के साथ काम कर रहे हैं, कैसा लग रहा है आपको? आप यहाँ पे आए, आप यहाँ पे, और आप हिंदुस्तान से कहाँ से, और अपना नाम बताइए पहले।
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम सौविक है। मेरा नाम सौविक है, मैं कलकत्ता से बिलोंग करता हूँ। इधर मैं स्टडी करने आया है, उसके साथ इधर काम करता हूँ। इधर जैसा मेरा ओनर जो है उसका बिहेवियर बहुत अच्छा है। मैं इधर जब काम करने जब आता हूँ तब पूरा इंडिया का फीलिंग्स आता है मेरे को, जैसे मैं इंडिया का अंदर हूँ। इधर का जो खाना है, इधर का सब कुछ, और इधर का जो सिस्टम है सब इंडिया से लगा हुआ है, तो बहुत अच्छा है। और इधर का जो सिस्टम है, जो कलर हुआ है, जैसा इसका आप देख सकते हैं ठीक से, जैसे एक समुंदर का अंदर कोई रेस्टोरेंट चल रहा है। जो कलर है इसका, जो आप गंभीर से कुछ जगह देखेगा तो आपका आँख से, तो इन लाइक ए वाटर इनसाइड इन लाइक रेस्टोरेंट इज़ वेरी नाइस। एंड सबसे अच्छा लगता है जब हम लोगों का इंडिया खाना खा के कोई रशियन बोलता है इज़ वेरी फेवरेट, इट्स लाइक ए डिलीशियस, इज़ वेरी नाइस। बहुत अच्छा लगता है इधर काम करने में.
Okay, thank you. Ma'am, I'm seeing one more thing would like to ask you. Because this is Russia, this is Moscow. You know, we have also been going, while from coming up from our hotel, we found the Russian specialities like the food over here, the snacks and the everything. So how did you just think, because I'm seeing many foreigners, I will ask my bureau head to just move also, because we are seeing some Russian, the foreign guests also. So ma'am, how did this is happening that the foreigners and the Russian people are liking the Indian food?
Of course, Russians are like Indian food and also fond of Indian culture, like yoga, Indian dance, and also Indian movies. But this is not only that unites our countries. As you remember, in Sanskrit, brother means brat in Russian. It's like brother. We are brothers culture, and it's very important. And we have got, both mentalities. Like, we have got special things in our mentalities, like traditions. It means that in Russian state and in Indian state, it's very important to have tradition of family and love of children. And this is make us like brothers countries.
Thank you. Definitely we will go to, if you allow us, then can we go to some guests and ask about them for the cuisine and the food? Please, I would like to ask there are some guests over here. Are you able to speak English? Okay, fine. So let's start from the beautiful lady from this side. So, you're sitting in an Indian restaurant, and what is your name and which country you belong to?
What country?
Which country you belong to and what is your name?
I'm from Russia. My name is Alexandra.
So I'm seeing that you are enjoying the Indian food in an Indian restaurant. So are you a regular visitor over here?
I'm first time here. Yeah. And
So what have you especially think of, or you just come to over here for the Indian food? Is there any some speciality?
my friends asked me to visit this restaurant together. Yes, and it's my first time here. And I like interesting atmosphere here, like a lot of Indian people, and it's not regular, it's something interesting, something new, like to feel this different atmosphere.
So we have another lady over here. Please, would like to know your good name, please, and you belong from which country?
My name is Maria. I'm from Russia, Moscow.
What made you come over here to Indian restaurant?
I like Indian kitchen. Кухню забыла. Кухню как забыла. I like Indian culture.
Okay. And any food you like about India?
I like thali. I like paneer,
Okay.
and lassi.
Thank you so much for telling to us. So definitely Indian food is will make you definitely enjoy, and really it will taste you good. Thank you so much. And we have some other guests over here, ma'am. If you just allow us, if you could have your views about the Indian this cuisine restaurant. Ma'am, would like to know something about the views. What do you think about this restaurant?
It's your first time here.
Okay.
It's your first time.
And what about you, ma'am?
Huh?
Is it your first time also to come over here?
No. Sometimes we have lunch here.
So how did you like the lunch?
A little spicy for me, but it's some interesting foods, some unusual, and I think for some it's good.
Thank you. We have other beautiful ladies over here who's enjoying Indian food. So, ma'am, what makes you?
English, sorry.
So, little bit Indian food. Any food you name you know about Indian food? Palak paneer, chawal, roti, naan, anything?
Exactly.
Meat. Lady like meat here, meat.
Yes.
Meat over here. Indian meat.
Meat.
Okay. So she's liking the Indian meat also. You can just see over here. And so we have the another lady, ma'am. How do you feel about coming over here? And what special food do you like over here in this Indian restaurant?
I'm sorry.
I don't understand. It's first time for this lady too.
Okay. So it's a first time, but still they are in a hope that they will definitely find a good taste over here in the restaurant. Thank you, ma'am, for talking to us. So we can just see people over here, and it's not about the it's first of all the good thing about this restaurant कि यहाँ पे जो लोग हैं खास तौर से आप देखिए परिवार भी आ रहा है यहाँ पे लोग भी हैं यहाँ पे बहुत सारे couples भी हैं. Do you speak English? Yeah. We are from the Indian channel, and we just want to know that you've come to an Indian restaurant over here. What makes you come over here?
I'm I'm coming here because I like Indian food. It's very tasty and it's good atmosphere here, and I like Indian restaurants.
And what specific food you like over here?
Over here or
All over anywhere in India, Indian food.
Indian food, fried rice and everything from tandoori.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. We have the over here. We have another guest out here. May I know your name, please? And for you belong from Russia?
Lydia.
English?
Very bad.
Indian food. What? Indian food. Any Indian food you like? The name?
So, some tandoori, some chicken biryani. Как этот? Мне нравится вот этот. Butter chicken. Some like.
थैंक यू. सो शी लाइक्स द बटर चिकन, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड. तो देखिए यहाँ पे बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे भी हैं, खास तौर से मैं आपको बताते चलूँ, क्योंकि भारतीय खाने का तात्पर्य कभी ये नहीं रहा है कि वो सिर्फ एक वेजिटेरियन है. बहुत सारा नॉनवेज भी आप समझ सकते हैं जो भारतीय खाने का काफ़ी मशहूर है, खास तौर से जो लोग यहाँ एंजॉय कर रहे हैं. आइए अब हम सीधे बात करेंगे उनसे. यहाँ पे जो लोग हैं हम इनसे भी बातचीत करेंगे. ये भी हिंदुस्तानी परिधान में, इनसे पूछते हैं. आइए लेके चलते, क्योंकि ये इनका काम का समय है तो जाहिर सी बात है हम इनसे बात करेंगे. क्या शुभ नाम है आपका?
Namaste sir, my name is Prithvijit Roy Chaudhary. Basically sir, I am from Kolkata itself, and I used to be a marine engineer before. Now I am here to upgrade myself, and I am working with my owner Valentina ma'am, and she is the amazing personality. As you can see, our restaurant, like it's like unbelievable. The way she treat, the way she welcoming guest, like culture, it's unbelievable. First time when I met with my owner, she asked about myself each and everything. When I talk, and the moment I saw all the things, the gesture and posture, I super excited. And she's like amazing true entrepreneur, basically I can say that. The way she adopt the Indian culture, and you can see the trees and each and everything, sir. So that's my main viewpoint. And honestly speaking, for her my family runs basically.
अच्छा, एक चीज़ हम जानना चाहेंगे खास तौर से, यहाँ पे जो लोग आते हैं, जो कस्टमर्स आते हैं, उनको सबसे बेहतरीन खाना यहाँ क्या अच्छा लगता है? वो सबसे ज़्यादा वो
पालक पनीर.
अच्छा,
butter chicken. Basically our chef is from Uttarakhand. Yes, and Moscow's best chef, I can say that. Yes, exactly. So palak paneer and butter chicken is famous in our restaurant.
थैंक यू फॉर टॉकिंग टू अस. तो आप देखिए भारतीय कहाँ कहाँ हैं, और ये भारतीय उनके क्या काम कर रहे हैं जो कि एक रशियन ओनर है, और कितनी खुशी है. मैं ये कह सकता हूँ कि हिंदुस्तान में तमाम ऐसे रेस्टोरेंट होटल्स हैं, बहुत जल्दी वहाँ के जो एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं वो अपने मालिकानों के बारे में इतना अच्छे शब्द नहीं बोल पाते हैं जो आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं. अब हम सीधे बाइंड अप करेंगे बिकॉज जो इनकी जो ओनर है, वी आर ओवर हियर अगेन. So ma'am, we just because we are seeing that there is an view outside also, so we can have there also we can have some words with you, and so that we can show our viewers that this restaurant is so huge it is basically. So we can see the good view from here. You can see the good views from it. This restaurant is not a normal restaurant. मैं अपने भारतीय लोगों को बताना चाहता हूँ कि आप खूबसूरती देखिए, ये पूरा नज़ारा है बेहतरीन. ये सबसे अच्छी जगह है मॉस्को की. It is the best place in Moscow, and this is said to be the most busiest road also over here, and it is very near to you can say that this is central Moscow, and this restaurant is owned by a Russian owner over here. It's making everyone to just come over here. They are so much greed. They have agreed to come over here just not for food but also good ambience and everything. Ma'am, I'm seeing over here that the whole restaurant, everybody saying some good words about you. Even the employees, and not only Indian employee, normally in India, even the employees do not rarely say anything good words about their owner. So what magic have you made to them?
They are great people, and I'm very impressed to work with them. Because Indians, they work in another way than Russians, and maybe this is another thing that you have got like Indians, like you. A lot of time you see that people are happier, and they're happy when they go to work, and it seems to me that like a feeling, I'm not Indian, maybe I'm mistaken in the words, but it's like feeling the dharma. So they have their job and they in love with it, so they do it from their heart, and I see it from Indian guys.
One last question, please, because there are many questions to ask from you, but definitely this is your working hours, and we have come to know that you come in the morning, and then again you have to go home because it's so busy over here in Moscow. Mr. Modi had came over here for 2 days, and yesterday he went from here. So what do you think? And he said that he is coming 18th time to Russia, and Russia and India are having so good relations, not from yesterday or day before yesterday. It is from last 40 to 50 years. So how do you take our Prime Minister, and how do you consider the cultural relations of India as well as Russia?
It seems to me it is very important, especially nowadays. We should have more relations with India. We should have more tourists from India, and more Russians should have come to India. We have to have more flights, and I hope that after this meeting this problem will be solved. And it seems to me we should have easier visas, because it's not so easy to take here Indian visa for Russian and the same back, and it's very important. Hope these problems will be solved.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for having so good, feeling about India, because you just don't speak. You have opened it and it showed that what feeling you have for India. Definitely, it may be a commercial thing also, but still, it's very difficult to staying in a different country and opening for a different country. So definitely that means a lot that you are from inside also. You have a good place for India and Indian cuisine. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you from the heart. Thank you.
तो आप ये देख सकते थे, ये यहाँ की ओनर हैं, और जिस प्रकार से इन्होंने बताया, यही भारत और रशिया के बीच की अपने आप में एक दोस्ताना, आप इसे समझ सकते हैं कि किस प्रकार इनका जो भाव है, उससे आप समझ सकते हैं इस पूरे जो हमने ये आपको पूरी न्यूज़ दिखाई, ये भावना है रशिया और भारत की। इसलिए हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री यहाँ पे बार बार आते हैं और वो चाहते हैं कि यहाँ की संस्कृति एक हो और हमारे लोगों को यहाँ पे लाभ मिले जो भारत, क्योंकि जब इस तरह के रेस्टोरेंट खुलते हैं तो हमारे भारतीयों को वहाँ काम करने का मौका मिलता है। मॉस्को से ब्रिजमोहन सिंह, रघुवंशी, साधना टीवी के लिए।